Well, hello there, welcome back to my last episode, 104. It's been a great run of Orion. Guardians of Orion, Orion, Project Orion, whatever you want to class this game as. As like I said, if you watched last episode, you can see with the YouTube thing, and a few episodes ago from that I explained about how they're not going to continue with this game, so... So let's have one last hurrah, so to speak, on this beautiful planet. Did you see the potential this game had? That's the trouble. Why you didn't add the mechs? Why didn't you add the 20 Guardians? Why didn't you add the other modules? And don't blame the community for that.
Go, go, go.
I'd love to fly to that planet, like for example, or that planet. That would be amazing. Even if it was, you get a ship cutscene instanced to the planet. Okay, this is on medium, my medium, not the other guy's medium who was on the last couple episodes. So this, see, level 25, so it should be more harder for me. So hopefully I can do this in one episode, because I'm obviously 32. Especially since someone's joined, which kind of sucks. Hopefully someone joined me for the last hurrah, we get someone else to join. I didn't even mention, look at what that guy's name was who was joined last time, sorry about that. But you've been in a couple of my episodes, and thank you for being in them episodes. And so, still am, like, depressed and over everything.
Defend the harvester.
From the harvester. That means you'll get off the harvest. Your turn. There we go. Behind me, I see you. I see you. Oh, and also, if someone who watched my channel a while back, actually for Orion, he asked me what my specs were. Basically, at the time I believe I was using my wife's computer and I gave him the specs for it. Just 100% say, if you're watching again, I am using her computer for this 100% fact. So, this is on her thing, so the specs I gave you were the correct ones. Because like my Vegas one, I've not done Orion on it. Or at least at this point, at the time I wasn't sure if I moved over to my Vegas system yet, I'll still use my wife's computer to record this game with. But this is 100% on hers. The one I'm recording currently on. Just want to add that if you're watching. So, in case you're thinking like maybe I gave you the wrong specs for Vegas before or whatever. The NVIDIA specs for my wife's is what I'm recording this on currently. If you watch my Spellsful series and my what should be out by now, well, they started, and my Elix series, they are recorded on my Vegas system. And my Star Citizen series also recorded on my Vegas system. With a slight exception. What I mean by that is I'm recording the sound on my wife's system while I am recording the footage and playing the game on my Vegas system for them games. If that makes sense. Because I haven't set up the program properly to record the sound on mine yet. But that's mainly with the exception of the sound recording wise. It head sound my voice, not the game sound. My voice sound for them 3 games currently is being done on her system, where everything else, footage, in-game sound, in-game play is on my Vegas. But for this game, and what's hitting me? That is not the case. For this game, it's completely on my wide system, 100%. You know, my voice is, the footage getting recorded is. There we go.
Go, go, go.
Okay, there goes. Kill the wild Jekyll pack. Yeah, I'm almost dead. Gotta kill 16. So yeah, this might actually be a long episode since I don't plan to go to episode 105. Because I do want to finish this game off. Unless I die. Then I guess I would technically still finish it. Get off me. Choppy choppy boys. And girls, unless you like Jurassic Park 1 and you're a female, then choppy choppy girls. Ready and up. That wasn't ready and up, but whatever. Ready and up. I released the R too soon.
Go, go, go.
And again, if you want to like, subscribe, put any comments for this series or any other series on my channel, please do. Maybe there's a certain game you like that you want me to try, and maybe it would be a good one to get me a lot of views. Because like I said, I'm trying to get myself, before February 20th, 1,000 subscribers, and hopefully in turn that's going to help me get the 4,000 minutes worth of views for a year. Last year I 1,750, I believe I got minutes watched, but that was going up from about throughout the year. I think I started off about 80 subscribers, got to about 127 by the end of the year. So having 1,000, if they're all willing to watch, that should be reasonable to get, shouldn't it? The minutes wise.
Now that's how you do it.
That's how you do it. Just bit. Trying to get the guys from the flyers out because they're the ones that are killing me mainly here.
Need some protection.
Actually, now he's doing it, and he did. Oh, I was down, swinging. Come on, people. Dino's fire speed. Yacha. Bring it. Okay, something very close. It's a little high. Ooh, you.
Defend the harvester.
Harvey.
Protect me.
Look at me go.
Oh, you, come here. Oh, crap, where do you come from? Ah! Nope. Clever girls! They surrounded me! You're like pack animals, and that's neat. Okay, where is it? My screen's very broke. Okay. I'm hitting C for some reason to do that. I don't know why I was hitting C to do that. It's not like I've not played this game before. I was like, C! 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 I'm trying to do that. When I needed to actually highlight that first. Oh, there's more coming. There always is more. Did I? Oh, I missed. Did I? Yeah, I did. I didn't miss that one. Come on, people. Bring it. I want to feel my lightsaber burn your skin off your bones. Apparently you do. Who's next? Come on, big boy. Big girl, even. Whatever you are. Multi-gendered, I don't know.
Defend the harvester.
What's behind me?
Need some protection. Need some protection.
I'm trying to give you protection. Oh, crap. 1 second. Kind of gets around the tour. Oh, yeah, it hurts them now too, doesn't it? Because of the skill.
Taking damage.
Okay, mate, might have this guy. No! Oh! I can remember. Ah! Oh, that's a sight. Oh! Don't die! He just tossed me over like a piece of rubbish. And he just walked on. He walked on my dead corpse. Because I'm losing feeling! What about me? I just had my gut ripped out and he walked on me to make it worse. Okay, how long do I have for medium to get back to it? The minute or is it 2 minutes? If it's 2 minutes, then I should be fine doing this. If it's a minute, I'm going to be a little bit tougher. It is 2. Oh yeah, 2. That's fine. 3 minutes almost. I can do that. You and me, boy. Oh crud!
Get ready for the next wave.
Next wave is it? Oh, my little dead thing must have killed them. I mean, my dead thing is this. I might as well just get it up. We're at about 8-minute mark, going on 9 minutes of this episode. I'd like to finish this, and only at 4, so it might be slightly longer. I expect this to be shorter, but it might be slightly longer. For the last episode, I guess that's fine. For Orion, I said before, like I did originally say, like I might look at doing Warframe instead, but I guess I want us to see how everything turns out. Like, if I want to carry on YouTube this year, I'm kind of hoping I can. I do like it, and I do want it to eventually bring some money. Even a few hundred a week, a few hundred a month or so. A week would be great. A month or so, because that means I can bring some money in after I have my kids, and I can look after my kids to bring some money in on the side. And know I'm entertaining people at the same time. And I can then use it as an advertising platform in a sense for my book, when my book's finally finished. Like I said, when it's finally finished. Still got a long way to go on it yet. Okay. You gathering? You safe? Bring it! Or have you, as fans out there, if you like my stuff, or is there anything like you would like to say, like what would be interesting, what would make you watch more, like, you know, interests I have, we'll talk about them maybe, some interests I have. I'm really into comics. I really collect Spidey since I'm 10. For example, I die, will you? Basically, I'm into wrestling. WWE, you know, I grew up basically just before the Attitude Era, theoretically. So I got into wrestling properly when in '95 was when I originally got into wrestling, and this just shows how much of, well, what to say, not wrestling. Well, the bad timing getting into wrestling at that point.
Time to rack 'em up.
Basically, I joined. Is that the right term? Probably not. I started watching wrestling when King Mabel was going after Big Daddy Cool Diesel.
Bones incoming.
And I thought he was the most vicious, scariest thing in the world. What I come to find out years later, he was basically a jobber a few months earlier. So none of the fans at the time accepted him as a main eventer. Yeah, I come into it as he is taking his main event spot. You know, he leg drops Taker, breaks his face. You know, so he's in that weird skull. Okay, I'm down. That weird skull mask he was wearing. He was crushing Big Daddy Cool Diesel, Kevin Nash at the time, and I thought he just wanted to scare things the whole time. King Mabel and that. When obviously, really, he was a joke at the time, and obviously when he came Fisher, he came a bit better, but again, he never really was a main eventer after that. So I'll give you an indication when I really got into wrestling. My first ever match I remember technically had Razor Ramon in, but I don't remember who he took on. And I remember first time seeing Bret Hart winning the...
Bones incoming.
No, yeah. Was he winning or losing? I think it was the first pay-per-view I remember. Because like I started watching it, but of course I wasn't watching pay-per-views. But my first pay-per-view that I 100% remember, I believe Bret Hart winning the world title for the third time off Big Daddy Cool Diesel, if I remember correctly. So I got watching it, but then later on, I finally take my first pay-per-view. And I remember too, Shawn Michaels winning a ladder match against Razor Ramon, but then years later when I saw the WrestleMania one, he lost. I was like, that don't make sense. But apparently, I think it was at Survivor Series or something, is when apparently he actually won it. So that's probably the event I watched.
What the hell is that?
And I remember watching WrestleMania 12. I believe that's the first WrestleMania I truly watched. WrestleMania 12. Bret and Shawn Michaels. First ever true WrestleMania I watched. And it was the first... well, I'll put this correct. It was the last match that I went into it believing... You know when you're young and you're watching wrestling? You sit there believing it's real. And then later on you find it's not. And 9 out of 10, when you find it's not, it gets even better because then you get to all the backstage politics and everything. It was amazing. But anyway, I went into that match. It was the last official match that I thought it was real, and the first match I found it wasn't. Because after I watched it, my dad kept pausing in slow motion, watching Shawn's super kick missing when Bret moved, and there was a guy sitting, I can't remember who he was, like he was just a ringside guy or whatever, announcer or whatever, and he hit that guy, and he's slow motion showing missing. And that's when I realised these isn't 100% real, but I still enjoy it. Because basically it's like a TV program. I hated when I went to school and people would turn around to me, why do you watch wrestling? It's fake. And then I was like, why do you watch Jurassic Park? Why do you watch Jaws? Why do you watch Star Wars? They're also fake. You watch them because you enjoy the entertainment. And that's another thing, I like Star Wars too. And Jurassic Park. Jaws is pretty cool. Even though I really said Jaws because the person who specifically said it to me was a massive Jaws fan. So it was more Jaws I said at the time to them. But it always was annoying at school when people come up to you, oh, it's fake, it's fake. You know, I watched the thing, so I know more about it than you do since you don't watch it.
And it's a home run.
Home run. And sometimes it's more interesting that way, to know like what really went on. It's like with Jericho and Mega Match recently. I saw an interview on YouTube about it, them two talking after it, how a lot of the stuff they did was on the fly, because they planned to do this really set piece, and the match right before it apparently did the piece they were planned to do, so they had to change it on the fly.
Go, go, go.
And Omega literally, when he did that massive jump to the outside, where he was supposed to, Jericho was supposed to move, and he was supposed to take out, is it Don, somebody? He was supposed to take him out. He said when he looked to do the jump, he realised he was too far away and he wouldn't be able to make it. So he said, I'm just going to go for it, and in mid-thinking, flame my arm so it looks like I was crashing burning. And he kind of caught him a little bit. And Jericho obviously moved out the way, like he was supposed to. And then later on he got a table thrown on him and he climbed up, and he's like, I didn't climb too far up because I wasn't sure if you thought, well, what's this idiot going to do? And, you know, really hurt me type thing. And he goes, yeah, I clicked what you're trying to do. Because I remember you saying you saw this other match I was involved in where I did that, and stuff like that. That's pretty interesting. Like, you wouldn't get any of that by just watching it. It's like recently, Dean Ambrose, storyline-wise, he got completely injured and taken out. Like, Crow's got on grenades. Oh, he stabbed me again. Oh, he got completely injured, taken out by Sheamus and Cesaro, for example. And basically, the real story was, I think he already was hurt and he had to go for some elbow surgery. So instead of just going, oh yeah, Dean's leaving for some elbow surgery, they made a storyline out of it by having them attack him and to injure his elbow. So now, when he comes back, he's going to be fired up to go after the two people who injured him. To preset storyline. And I like that stuff, but also I like knowing the back stuff too.
Defend the harvester.
Yummy. Nah. So it's stuff like that. You just be doing videos like that sort of stuff, for example. Or you got any questions to ask, or you want me to put in a video, maybe. Maybe I can do it over top of the game and answer them, I don't know. Or anything like that, or any ideas you got. Get me more views, and stuff you would obviously enjoy watching. If you do, please put in the comment section, and thank you very much.
Orb drone sighted.
And of course, make sure you like, make sure you subscribe, and please share my video. Hope other people do, and show them, yeah, you like this guy. If you're into this game, he's not the best at it, but he's okay. He's worth watching, you know. And thank you very much for that. And 17 minutes, and I should end this episode, but this is my last episode of Orion, so I want to finish this waves. We're on 8, it's only 10. So let go to extra hug, people. The extra hug. We go out with a bang. Don't want to just end it. The cliffhanger of, do I win or lose this, do we? Wave 9. Teleportation.
Bones incoming.
Okay. But you can probably gather some of my interest because of some of the games I include. There's some games I really like that I don't include. And it's normally because you can't monetize them or the company's really funny with it. Like 2K games, for example. That's one reason I never included a WWE game on here. Because 2K, they don't mind you putting stuff on YouTube, they don't let you monetize it. So for that reason, it seemed a lot of... Because you see my IWDs, hopefully if you're watching this, it means you've watched my other stuff on the channel. And see how much effort I put into my IWD shows. That's what I would have done with the SmackDown series. Basically. Instead I just play that before on the outside now because of obviously 2K wouldn't allow it to be monetized, and I don't want my channel getting strikes and removed because I monetized it. So I did it for IWD, hence Pro Wrestling X instead. I've also done it for Aces, what's also known as Fire Pro Wrestling, Aces 2, as I called it, as my company, to try to treat them like they're real life wrestling companies. I think it makes it more interesting, more storytelling involved, instead of just a let's play like this. Oh crud, wrong button. Die. No, back. Ah, there we go. There we go. I'm almost there. You and me, boy.
How much worse can it get?
That's cool. Yeah, it's almost dead. But like certain games I like playing offline, obviously, technically finally got one on there. Spellforce 3 finally, but Spellforce 1 and 2 I like playing offline. The Witcher series I do, but I have got Gwyneth on there, so I've got a little bit of Witcher on there, like I'm really into. I'm in the process of reading the books at the moment with them. I originally got the first book after I played Witcher 1 when it first came out. Saw it on the shelf in Britain. Looked really cool. In the back of it, it had the book, so I went and bought it. Then I bought the second book. And then I moved to America. And at the time, I believe I read halfway through the first book. And I said, well, when I moved to America, my stuff's coming over about 6 months later. I'll start reading them again. Well, that didn't happen. I got my stuff more like 2 years later. So I started buying the other Witcher books. I ended up reading the main novel, what was set after the one I was reading first. And now I'm in the process of rereading that first book because it's finally got it over here. And basically I've hit the halfway point where I was up to last time. Because I actually had my bookmarks on when I came over. So I knew where I was at, but I forgot half of the stuff. So I reread it and I'm past that now. But then with my being behind with YouTube and my family stuff, I just haven't been able to read the last few months to really get into it. And it's not because the book's not good, because the book is brilliant. And I was hoping to have more time next year with a better schedule to read some more stuff, and of course make my channel better, get back to writing my own book and everything. No, I'm dying dramatically in slow motion. Hi, dude. How did you end up down here? Was it me? Probably. This is what it's like to be just lying here. Yeah.
Need some protection.
Well, you can zap. Just zap them to death. I'll be back in, I don't know, well, 20 seconds, 20 seconds. So, like I said, is there anything that you'd be interested in me doing on the channel, or you think you would really like, and you think your friends would get some more views, subscribers, you know, etc., etc. You know, I'm actually would be good at doing. Jabby. Like I like a lot of films, that sort of stuff.
Chalk up another big one.
The big one, you didn't die, nice. So this should be the last hurrah, the last mission. Why is he still moving? He's supposed to be dead. So hopefully it'll be a T-Rex. Grumps. Okay, it's Military. I thought it'd be a big T-Rex, but okay. I can take the Military on.
Bones incoming.
Gotcha.
Bones incoming.
Yeah, that's what I want to be doing. Throwing that thing.
Bones incoming.
Oh yeah, that's cool.
Taking damage.
I'm on it.
Roger, roger. Okay, that ain't working. I was trying to throw it, then it wouldn't throw. That's what happened then. Oh, I could kill one of you, couldn't I? That would help, wouldn't it? Yeah. See? I'm back. I'm back.
Looks like another win for us.
Grenades.
Bones incoming.
That was more like it.
Another win for us.
Another win for you. I'm back up.
All drones sighted.
I'm getting hit from the sides out, that's why I'm dying here.
Looks like another win for us.
I like the way it was another win. Badass. Ah, you.
Taking damage.
Taking damage. Yeah.
Bones incoming.
Fight.
Hungry tonight.
What? I'm not going hungry tonight. You're robots. Why would you be eating me?
I'm on it. Acknowledged.
I love the way my head just smashed into the rock.
Stay together.
Question back up. There's 6 of you left. Why would they say that? I understand when our guys shoot it, they go, oh, we'll go hungry tonight when they kill a dino. But they're robots. Why would the robots be eating us? I didn't know the robots ate us. I found something new before I finished this. Oi, you mate. Oh.
Roger that.
There we go. You and me. Come on. Whoa.
Chalk up another.
Right in his head. Let's save a time. Ah! You felt that one. Well, that one. It's you and me, boy. It's you and me.
Can't touch this.
Seriously? What about this? Where are we going, hey? Huh? Seriously, dude. I'm right here. Okay. Oh, I was gonna put a grenade.
Frag out.
Fraggy! Run! Apparently he was carrying this box the whole time. And with that explosive grenade finish, I believe this is the end of this series. I really hope you enjoyed it, even with my rants during some of it. Oh, let me read that stuff. Victory! And I ended what level I end on? It won't let me tab to see. Well, there now it does. 20, no. 20. I killed 218. Ah, went too fast. $32. So, for one last chance, do we have any loot crates to open before we go? No. Maybe one day I'll do this series again, maybe. If they get some updates, but like I said, they're not doing them, so we'll see. We'll see. So like, subscribe. Like, of course. Like my stuff. Subscribe to it. Please put comments if you got anything you want to ask or say, or any ideas of a show or series I can do that you would really enjoy. And please share these videos and share other content. Share my IWD stuff. Share my Star Citizen stuff. You know, share my Stardust game stuff. The Hegemony stuff. Even I'm technically still doing the old version. I did plan to move to the new version when the new expansion comes out, because the second expansion is coming out supposed to be this year. I was planning to really go into it then, but I have to see if I'm still doing this stuff by then. I might still do it, I don't know, we'll see. Anyway, like, subscribe, and good stuff. If I can get to 1,000 subscribers and I can get the views in before 20 February, then I'll definitely keep doing it. If I don't, it's gonna be like, I'm gonna decide. I might keep going for a few months, I don't know. A few series are already pre-done a few months in advance, so I still get a few series at least, but we'll see. Anyway, bye for now, everyone, have a great amazing day. Bye everybody.